What would you say or do for a dying friend to help them?
Well, it's not a hypothetical question. I mean, none of us hasn't had the experience of a dying friend or relative. I'm actually not the one who is particularly asked to be there for the obsequies.
I got you.
They tend to say, you remember that nice dinner we had about 5 years ago where we were all on corking form? Yeah. But I'm sure that the fact that I'm not asked to be at the bedside is nothing to do with the fact that I have no false consolation to offer. And that I don't think there's anything to be afraid about. You're not going to know you're dead. There's nothing to be afraid about. The only thing that you could think of that would be really terrifying is if you were told you're going to go on living forever.
Andy, when I grow up, I want to be just like you. When you were a little boy, what were you like? Tell the truth. This is Jeff from Green River, Vermont.
I don't know what I was like. I remember a screen door we had at our cottage at Lake George, and it had a white doorknob on it with a little brown spot. And I was about the age so I could just see that brown spot, and I don't know why this comes to me now. It's like a psychiatrist's couch, and I remember thinking, I'm aware of the world. I must have been about 6 or 7. And I thought to myself, I think I know about the world. And I still think that.
If I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. And if I had a pony, I'd ride it on my boat. And we could all together go out on the ocean and set me up on my pony on my boat.
The power of connection, the ability of America to be the most connected nation, the ability of young people, people of any age, to make connections across borders, to cull ideas and develop relationships that can lead to new things. So what you need to do is take advantage of the ways in which we can be interconnected and the ways in which that can empower you to be part of the solution in much broader coalitions. Because as I said, the solutions to the problems we face as a world cannot be just brought about by governments. They're going to be brought about by all of us.
Anne-Marie Slaughter.
Thank you.
I spend about 8 hours in a writing position on a writing day, and I have everything ready, and then for those 8 hours, I mean, this is very scientific, I get 45 minutes of work done, of actually working on the thing I'm supposed to be working on. And I've studied this with Jonah's help and a team of scientists like for many years, and it's 45 minutes. I think I'm always writing something, but it's never the thing I'm supposed to be writing.
Everyone. When you look at people who are just phenomenally creative, so the Picassos, the Bob Dylans of the world, that you think that, you know, what separates them? What makes them different from everyone else? What allows them to be so creative for so long? And it's not their IQ score. They're not smarter than everyone else. You can go through most personality traits and they look just like everyone else, but they do show really high levels of grit. This character trait which has to do with persistence and stubbornness. And I think what that teaches us is just making something new is always going to be difficult and frustrating and just not fun. And what allows...
So one night I'm tweeting and I thought to myself, I'm in my underwear. No winners here. If you're gonna tweet, don't pour a cocktail, don't be in your underwear, because you'll start thinking, hey, I'm just hanging out here by myself. Boom. No, if you're gonna tweet, wear a tie, look like a grown-up. Trust me, don't do it. You'll get fired.
Oh, that's good.
Well, then this is the question. You say it's the last frontier that's not been explored is sexuality in sports. That's not true in women's sports. That's the first question people ask. Oh, you played in the WNBA. How many lesbians were on your team? Why is that the first question men ask? But you know, it's something that you're not going to talk about in men's sports. It's very different, and that's all. You know, that's all.
It's a reverse. You're right. One is an assumption.
Yeah.
There are two assumptions.
There's two assumptions. If you're a man who plays sports, you're straight. If you're a woman who plays sports, you're a lesbian.
That's right.
Teddy, what do you think about that? I mean, you know.
That's a crossfire.
Way there. No, I think.
I got him.
Think about that.
But don't you also hate this word dysfunction?
Yeah, I do.
But I mean,
Like, I hate it almost as much as impact as a verb. I hate it more. You know, you hate it more. I hate it more.
but I mean, would you say, for example, Wuthering Heights, the characters are less? I mean, all the great, wonderful classical novels, Stern is not. I mean, who?
He's a bigamist with a wife locked in the attic.
Yeah, or could be just like
Yeah, I
her.
mean, Jane Eyre, even Jane Austen in her sweet way has also, dysfunction is at the center of novel.
If Ahab had a family and children and a wife who could make him forget about the leg, maybe he wouldn't have given a crap about the white whale. You know, I don't. How long would that novel be?
I think in many ways this is the most exciting time to be alive. For all of our problems, just look at all the amazing things that are going on, the discoveries in the human genome, for example. And some of them are funny. Between 1% and 4% of your genome comes from our pre-human ancestors, the Neanderthals. Now, when this story appeared, I went around you know, I have a tiny family, so my wife and daughter and I love to wave weird newspaper clippings at each other. And it didn't surprise them that I was part Neanderthal. They claim to have known that for a very long time. This is an amazing time to be alive. You've got all these great new companies. You have individual people by the millions affecting political revolutions, communicating with each other through social websites. It's an amazing time to be alive. It's really important not to overdo this anger thing. It gets in the way of thinking. And I think this community forum, having been here 20 years, is a testament to the innate desire we all feel to be part of a community of people that aren't exactly like we are, but that share our goals of advancing the common good.